Hi, folks. It's your old friend.
Mr. C.
Just out here in the garage having lunch and thought I'd answer a little viewer mail. A couple of you sent me a message saying, Mr. C, we don't know that much about you. Why don't you give us a little insight into your day-to-day life, maybe a little about your family? I don't know, what's going on? What makes Mr. C tick? Okay. Some will say, Mr. C, you're 44 years old. Why are you still living at home with your parents? This makes Mr. C angry. I don't still live with my parents. I do live with my parents. Yeah, I do live downstairs, but I live with my parents. But I didn't always live with my parents. I lived with my parents, obviously, until I was of age, and then I moved out 100,000 times. Different apartments here and there and everywhere. Moved to Cleveland, moved to Florida for 3 weeks. We covered that already. Anyway, lived on my own, different roommates and such. Lived alone when I was my happiest. From the time I was about 23 until I was 37. When I was 37, I was a floor installer. Hardwood floor, laminate flooring. Pretty surprising to come from this guy, but I did. Anyway, work dried up. I was forced to move back home, temporarily. 7 years ago. But I'm not leaving. I'll tell you why I'm not leaving. I like my parents. My mother and my father live here. I like them. My mother's a sweet lady. She's funny, makes me laugh. We have a good time. We sit and read out books and talk shit. She watches Mr. C's videos, shakes her head. My son is so filthy. That's all right. My mother's a remarkable woman. She's the first woman to walk on the moon. That's right, not many people knew that, but it's true. First woman to walk on the moon. And my father? My father, Ken, he invented windshield washers. That's right. The fluid you put in your windshield washer? Yeah, he invented it. That's right. So we have a good time over here in Salem, New Hampshire, living in my childhood home. My sister, Mandy, well, she likes to say that she has no brother, because she's a little embarrassed sometimes of the things I say on here. But, what are you going to do? I love her. She's my sister. My sister Mandy, well, she used to have a job where she wrote the alphabet all along in the schools. You went to school and said A, B, B, C, C. Yeah, that's what she used to do for a living. She wrote the alphabet. She invented that shit. Now she's married, has a kid. She can't do it anymore. Has a real job. Anyway, looking at my neighbor's house. The fucking thing's gonna collapse. Guy's like 97 years old. He's too cheap to have anybody come out and knock down all the ice that's hanging off his house. It almost reaches the floor, the ground, whatever. It's gonna pull the whole house right over on him. I don't care. Anyway, that's my little... Oh, I have a cat too. Newman. Yes, after the Seinfeld Newman. I like the name Newman. He's my friend. Doesn't talk back. Okay, well, there's your insight into Mr. C. Give you a little bit of information on my day-to-day life here. So once again, to wrap up, Mr. C has a cat. Mr. C's parents are very important people in this world, and he kind of likes them. So don't bust my balls about living here anymore. If you don't like it, you can all eat me. Okay, bye now.